Nationwide knockouts make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson set with you for some football. That is Ben Sauls, who has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play.
He was brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
It is a big play for the Browns. It's a gain of 49. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Bond. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 4th TD grab of the season. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Baker to begin with a pass. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the the 35-yard line.
20! From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball is incomplete. Ray Harris, the intended receiver there. And it'll be third down. On the ground is James. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8 and is past the 40-yard line.
It's fourth down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He'll look deep, left sideline. That is incomplete. Now they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a give up the middle, and this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
The throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball.
And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Bond. Touchdown, Browns. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard
On the ground, it is James to start the drive. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. We are through one. 14-0 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. In motion, Lamb. On 2nd down, Baker. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
3rd and 5. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Result of the play.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
This one's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
That was a special run, Mike. I mean, it's just rare to have that combination of contact balance and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with James. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1.
180!
They keep it on the ground with James. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
180. They try and run here with James. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the run, and it's James again. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a handoff to James. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Carson Switzinger on the tackle. He's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, L.A. On the handoff, this is James. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. We'll run up the middle with James. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Mayfield. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's into the end zone. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Chargers.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He fields it at the 8. And the that'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I had a rule, Mike, when I was playing that if the ball hit either of my hands, it was a drop. You don't get paid in the NFL to make the easy ones. You get paid in the NFL to make them all, and I think that's a catch he's got to come down with.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. We'll keep this one on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Straight ahead, it's James, and he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Baker. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
chest them. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scar to his name.
Go! 70 Lions! Let's go!
They'll begin here on the ground. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. And then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing.
Down the sideline, past the 45. That'll change things. Out of bounds, inside the 35. It is a big play for the Browns. A pickup of 44 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll stick with him again. Finding space at the 15. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Browns will extend this third-quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. And ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Second down throw for Mayfield. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Charger first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Set. 180. Stop.
They'll go with Dave. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
180.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. the versatile Jordan James. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chargers have the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Run. 180! Done!
To throw is Mayfield. Moving outside the pocket. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They get 22 yards there. First down, L.A.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Mayfield to throw on first and 10. Left side, caught by Lance. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
Second and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Here's second and 2.
Set! 180!
A run with James. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 3rd and 2. On the ground, it's the tight end. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's a run going left. Up the sideline, past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. They get 24 on that one. It's a Browns first down. Hill look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
On second down, they'll run. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
Brings up third down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line. Quick throw, taken in, and he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Here we go, shot.
They'll give on the ground, and it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Cleveland.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Ready up.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Tight. 19 Tiger.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got it at about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Go.
That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Chargers 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good. 180. Good.
On the ground, it is James to start the drive. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
36-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
9. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground with James. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here comes 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. They'll look to throw yet again. This is caught 2. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Hey, alert, alert! Kings!
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. And open down the field. That's Harris.
And the Chargers, first down.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. On 1st down is Mayfield. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point, up and good. And the Chargers cut into the lead a little bit. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. This barely gets to the landing zone, fielded at the 19. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot.